So, my top 10 of 2022. Let's go through it. What are my most anticipated films of the year? Here we go.
Number 10.
The wait is over.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
Number 10, Jackass Forever. Right, this one comes out really soon, so it's kind of weird having it in my top 10. But what can I say? I'm a really big Jackass fan. I'm excited to see what they have done now with, a decade to work on ideas, and also the introduction of a new cast. I'm kind of interested to see if the old guys still got it and if the new guys are going to step up. Again, anytime I see these in films, it's an enjoyable experience, and because of that, it's on my top 10 list.
Number 9.
Havoc, from director Gareth Evans, as mentioned. He directed the Raid films, which I love. If he's making a new action film, there's no way I'm not going to be interested in it. And the fact he's got Tom Hardy involved in it, doubly so. I mean, anyone involved with the Raid, I will watch something you make forever. The fact that he's made a big action film on Netflix has my attention and my interest enough to put it in my number 9 spot.
Number 8.
The papers call him the grabber.
I wish you wouldn't call him that.
You don't actually believe that story, do you? Because he can't hear you, and he doesn't really take kids that safe.
The Black Phone. Of all the horror films coming out this year, this is the one that I think has the most potential or promise right now. I thought the trailer looked really good. I thought the concept is really creepy and fucked up. And there was apparently some positive buzz coming out of Fantastic Fest. So, yeah, just that image of Ethan Hawke looking like that guy. I'm like, I want to see this. Yeah, definitely one that I want to see in 2022.
Number 7.
Don't Worry, Darling. Olivia Wilde made Booksmart. I loved Booksmart. It was one of my favourite films the year it came out. I don't know, will it be a case of lightning striking twice? It has a very good cast. Plot doesn't do much for me, to be honest, but, I think if you looked at the plot of Booksmart, it wouldn't work either. But, yeah, I like Booksmart enough. It's pretty much booked its spot on this list based on how much I like their previous film, and hopefully that won't be a bad choice.
Number 6.
Yeah, wow. Scorsese is always one to watch, obviously. But he's got a Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro in the same film, which excites me. I really like the book this was based on. I think having a film that basically he seems to have a blank check on, like it's apparently gone well north of 200 million budget, which who the hell is letting Scorsese do that? Apparently Paramount and Apple TV Plus. Yeah, I mean, one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, with a fantastic cast, adapting a good source material with seemingly totally free reign. How can you not be excited by that?
Number 5.
Okay, so what are you doing here? I thought I'd never see you again.
Want to get out of here?
Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, yeah. I mean, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was one of the best comic book films of all time, in my opinion. One of the best animated films, certainly. Certainly one of my favourites, I should say. The question is, how do they build on that? And I'm interested to see how they do that. I'm hoping it's not going to feel like the same film over and over again. I'm hoping there's going to be a bit more to offer. But, I mean, the animation style alone is refreshing and interesting enough that I'm very excited to see. And based on how much I love the first one, I'm hoping, again, that I love this one just as much.
Number 4.
Knives Out 2. I mean, I thought the first Knives Out was just excellent. It really was one that I could actually, surprisingly, as a murder mystery, couldn't watch more than once because I thought it was such a sharply written script. Hey, pun, the dumps. Is Knives Out 2 going to really manage to replicate it? Because really, you've had to throw out everything you had in the first one except for Benoit Blanc, played by Daniel Craig. But honestly, that's enough for me. More Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc. I'll be happy to see that when it comes into cinemas in 2022. But also we have Dave Bautista, Edward Norton, Catherine Hahn. I mean, it's got an amazing cast. And it's coming to Netflix, so I probably don't have to get off my couch, which, hey, that's even better too.
Number 3.
I will avenge you, father! I will save you, mother! I will kill you, Fiona!
I will avenge you, father. I will save you, mother. I will kill you, Fiona.
Northmen. Robert Eggers has made some of my favourite films of the last couple of years. The Witch, I loved. Lighthouse was my favourite film of 2019. Here, he's making a massive, more epic film. And that's awesome. I'm hoping he's going to get that same kind of weird style and that really puts you in the world. that he creates. I thought that was the case with The Witch. I really thought it was the case with The Lighthouse. It feels like you're really watching cinema and you're really in the minds of those characters, and I just love the richness of how he writes a script, and because of that I'm so excited for The Northmen this year.
Number 2.
Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. There's a lot of superhero films on my list, to be honest, but the Marvel one that I'm most excited for this year is Doctor Strange. With a few reservations. I'm slightly worried that it's going to be a lot of Easter eggs and like, hey, remember this character? And I'm hoping I'm not wrong. I'm sorry, I'm hoping I am wrong, I should say. But yeah, Doctor Strange is a character I really liked. Again, I think coming off the Avengers films, he was one that I was really interested to see what their solo film would be like, because it feels like they finally cracked the character after what I thought was a kind of a middle-of-the-road solo film. Also, we have the return of Elizabeth Olsen, the return of Sam Raimi to directing a superhero film, who of course made the Spider-Man trilogy. How can you not get excited on that alone? Anyway, that's definitely what I'm really looking forward to. As far as the Marvel stuff goes, my second most anticipated superhero film of the year is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which leaves one spot left, and as I said, that was my second most anticipated superhero film of the year.
And my number 1 most anticipated film of 2022.
You're part of this too.
Stay still!
How am I part of this? Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you were.
The Batman. God, I feel like such an obvious fucker, but it's goddamn Batman. And it really looks like, yeah, that's the Batman murdering people nearly. It looks really dark. And look, I can go back and forth on dark Batman, but this looks good. It looks like there's a lot of stuff going on in it. It finally feels like a Batman movie where it isn't just, here's our villain, here's our other villain. It feels like we're in Gotham City, which is grimy and interconnected with its criminal underworld. And again, I could be totally wrong on this. I'm just basing this on the trailers, but I'm loving what I'm seeing. I think Matt Reeves is an excellent director. I've loved some of his Apes films as well. The cast is amazing and kind of weird. And yeah, I guess I have to sound really stupid again and say it's Batman. I'm always going to be excited for Batman. No matter whether it's dark or light, give me Adam West, give me Christian Bale, give me Batman, and chances are I'm going to be happy. And look, if it's not very good, there's like another 2 or 3 Batman films probably being made right now. So you won't have to wait long until they get it right.